Welcome back to Red Pill. It's time to continue with the Gold Rush. Been a few days, been working, been super busy. It's just the same way the lineup looked when we left it. The only problem, he didn't have a race. So we fixed it. Dug one out of the boxes. It's gonna be another one of these cars that I didn't remember the name, but I did figure it out, and now I don't know it again. Lucky for you and me, we got a silver one. X-Steam. Anyway, let's get it going. Second round. Do not have a camera person. It's gonna be all Red Pill today, and we're going to try to video the best we can. That's what we usually do anyway. Why don't I have a camera person? It's 5:35 a.m. night shift life. So we're gonna get them going. You see these cars here? These are all cars either built for somewhere else are being built. Actually, these Novas are going to be going to not all the Novas. I'm trying to get a plane together for 4th of July drag race. That one raced last year is not good enough. I like the SVU Mustangs. Get tired of them Brokes. Getting this bad boy to go take out Nick Devers in the Class B and the Red Pill racing car. He's gonna go try to get that boss. Move into the boss. And I picked this up yesterday. Check out that bad boy. Nero 62. Eat your heart out, brother. I saw that thing. I thought, ooh, I should get one of those for Nero. But there was only one. Sorry, I'm keeping that thing. I'm gonna build it. It's gonna take a little bit of work on them fenders, but I want to open those fenders a little bit. We'll see. Anyway, running my mouth. And what's this? The stretch 442 is done. Maybe I'll give you a sneak preview of that bad boy. Could be going to see Mr. Mom's Racing along with the Gold Rush car and some of these. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, let's get this going, man. So we're gonna start off with the first race. Gonna be a car that James Clayman told me was fast, that Jackhammer. And the Cool Classics. Here we go. Jackhammer 1. Cool Classics lane 2. That Cool Classics was getting it done. Speaking of James Clayman, if you didn't watch 3D Bot Maker's Modify Madness Challenge, it was pretty freaking awesome. I mean, if you know 3D, he best in the business with his plot, and his editing, the storyline, all that. But this past one was pretty cool. Woo! Jackhammer got him. Race him again. Right before the main event, after the food trucks, had a Hot Wheel Racer Mike come out on the track, which Mike had no idea about. 3D used some sound clips from one of Mike's videos where him and James Clayman, the builder of the Heavy, had actually had a little confrontation. So make sure you check that thing out if you hadn't. Finally had the showdown with two of the builders that I race just about every week somewhere. MDG Racing, Michael Mathis, and NDR, Nick Devers. respect both of their builds. They didn't have enough for the Mad Catter though. Did it. I gotta clean that sensor off. Finally we get a winner. Cool classic there. What happened after that even cooler? Called out the heavy for the end of the year. I freaking couldn't stand the heavy last year, but he thought it was the best thing ever. Now granted, James claiming one of the best, one of the most I don't know, well-practiced builders out there. He's racing every week. He builds fast cars. He built one of the cars I kind of gave a little tune-up to. It's actually this green Eclipse. And Red Pill set the track record at DCR, which will be there again later this year. But the Heavy was a good car, but I knew he had no shot against the Mad Catter, which brings me to my next point after this race. 1, 2, 3. Tied. Brings me to my next point. Rhino. Sub 4 RA, my brother. If you are not subscribed to Sub 4 RA, I threw some little NASCAR mods together for me and the kids to race over there. He does it, or he did do a King of the Mountain NASCAR series. Apparently he's gonna stop doing that. That's another point. Whoever wins this is moving on after the first tie. First thing most people know about Rhino loves Mountain Dew. Second thing about Rhino is he's a pretty funny guy. Pretty funny. He jumped in a Dave Akers Customs ride that is sponsored by TX Chemist. Loaded that thing up, called it the Wolfram, and has caught a few lucky breaks, and now won and defended the crown, or 3 wins in a row as king. Ooh, that's a fast Vega. H hard out Calgary. So he was making some pretty funny little Instagram videos, kind of entertaining. You know, I thought it was humor. Funny guy. But I'm afraid to say he may have a problem with the Mountain Dew. I think the Mountain Dew bender has went to his brain. Despite seeing the Mad Catter crush MDG and NDR and then embarrass Terry Hill, this fool thinks he's gonna win. Rhino, come on, brother. Let's check back into reality. The reality is, you don't build cars. You drove your buddy's van to pick up some Mountain Dew, homie. Mountain Dew. A few good blocks from the toy table and a few weak contenders later, and you've held the crown for 3 times. 3 times. You know what 3 defenses means? Nothing. Nothing, Rhino. So, make your videos, blow on your glass bottles, enjoy your time on top, brother. You deserve it. You put in a lot of work, you make awesome videos. Now, despite the fact it may take a month between races, a lot of fun what you do. But you're about to have your reality shattered, Rhino. Back to the real world. Because you're about to get a huge helping of red pill. And you know it. I think it's starting to sink into Rhino already. Haven't seen a video in days. I'm sure he's probably withdrawn with anxiety. Who knows? He may have been checked into the hospital at this point. It's been pretty silent. So, Rhino, if you're out there, get better, buddy. It's gonna be crushing. It's gonna be devastating. I'll be surprised if you win one race. Matter of fact, my goal is to not let you win one race. Only to let you know about the levels of the modified game. You're not on the top, but you're about to find out what it looks like. Anyway, got on a little rant right there, a little ranty ranterson. I do like Rhino. Rhino's a funny guy. Real good dude. But trash talk is hilarious. So let's do some of that. Let's talk about some racing. CCM about to try to eliminate him. And he does it. The special mystery car Corvette that was given to me by Michael Mathis. Speaking of my boy, eliminated. Now we got 2 of these fantasy castings. Fantasy casting like what Rhino's running through his mind about holding the title. Rolling pretty good. I do like reading the comments too. I think that 3D video's got over 2,000 views at this point. People shocked. I think everybody that have been modding Hot Wheels since before 3D started his channel knew what was about to happen. My boy Baba, I know he knew it. Oh boy. Speaking of Baba, maybe we'll see one of these, Baba. Going to hit up Mr. Mom coming soon. I can't wait for that. I'm excited. Excited to send some of my cars to the 50-foot track. Bubba and Joe seem like freaking awesome dudes. It would be hilarious to hang out with. If they didn't live like 14 hours away, I'd make a little trip up there just to carry Hot Wheels and race. But I don't think that's gonna fly with 5 kids and the baby mama wife thing going on. By the way, baby mama wife, same person, all 5 kids. Because that's what responsible people do. Close race, but the Porsche pulls it out. Not too bad for the new, I think it's Electrac. Yep, pretty good run, pretty good. Boom, Porsche moving on. I said one of them 928s was probably going to win, but it could be that. Where's that bad boy? Rolling high. Maverick. Maverick's looking pretty fast. Try to wrap up this second round here. That's the only Matchbox left right there. That Matchbox El Camino. Trying to take out the speed box. You dragged him. We are not erasing that. I like the Mr. Mom rule. If it ain't close and competitive, I ain't wasting my time. if you're new to this channel, I guess pretty much since the live feed started, you're probably thinking that I have possibly lost my mind. But I haven't. I worked 2 nights ago. Overnight, I work overnight in the ER. I'm a registered nurse. Thanks, good race. Then came home, watched the kids for a little while for the wife. Had to go back to work for a meeting this afternoon. Didn't get home till about 10. And then I was past my sleepy window, so now I'm in the delirium stretch. Which, when we used to could do live videos, were some of the funniest, most fun interactive videos out there, which is why I need 1,000 subs. Come on. Tied. So, the winner of the first race is gonna move on. And that is the Ultra Hot Redliner. Ultra Hot's some of my favorite cars. Too expensive to buy new ones though. Up next, PR5 Corvette. He's gonna be racing the one I hope is the fastest. The Gold Nova. Love the Novas. The Novas are awesome. My dad had one. He had a 4 that he bought, all pieces of garbage. And he bought them to redo. It was like a 68 2-door Nova. It was not a SS, but he painted it almost maroon, I guess, with a painted the top white. And my dad, for side money and for fun, would build hot rods, and that car, I'm telling you, I'm sure there's been a lot of other cars faster, but being, I don't know, 10 years old, I remember so clearly him taking me for a ride in that car. We went across the bridge running about 50 miles an hour, and he punched it, and it pinned me to the seat. Addicted to speed from then on. But since then, always liked the Novas. Ooh. Ultra Hots takes the first one. Looks like we're gonna be down 2. How many cars are we gonna have left? 8, 10. We're gonna have 11 left. That's kind of lame. But that's what it is, so that's what we're gonna have. Let's see if Ultra Hot can close this out. Mustang Summer coming up this week here at Red Pill Raceway. That can be found at Redline Derby. If you guys watch any racing, you know League of Speed. He is the coordinator, the race coordinator at Redline Derby. And the Mustang Summer's like a summer-long event. 8 or 10 tracks that the Mustangs go to. The total of 32 teams. The who's who of modified building, no doubt about it. You send in 2 cars. Weight limit, I think, was 65 grams. First, on leg 1, was a car out of the Red Pill Racing stables. My 5-year-old, my boy, Max Zilla, took it, raced against my brother in the FTE Resistance, the no FTE Resolution, Michael Mathis, taking second. Lots of fun. And actually, that is where this came from. Reject. That is where that reject came from. And this one, which was at one point belonged to Chuck McCory, but he lost that in a Pinks race. All these are cars I won in Pinks races. Some of my favorites. Actually, those blue and black boxes are all full of what I have left from winning pink races. I've scrapped quite a few, but Anyway, this is gonna be round 3 right here. Man, that first matchup is brutal. The 928 and the Cutlass. Next, the Gas Monkey Garage. Gonna be facing that really sweet Maverick XD07 against the CCM. It's a fantasy on fantasy. The other Porsche, gonna have to battle it out with the El Camino Manova facing the Ultra Hots Redliner and race all by himself Science Friction. So I don't want him to have a bye, but I want everybody to do who pick a car that lost last round, put it in the comments. I may only have one person that tells me what they want to see, but one of these cars gets to move on and he'll be racing this one. So pick it, let me know. I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I hear a baby waking. Red pill. Go to sleep, little baby. Red pill racing is out.